Coming. We're coming here. It's coming. Having trouble with YouTube. Okay. The joys of having fun with YouTube. Let's get. Are we all here? There we are. Okay. Sorry about that. Like I've been having a really hard time with YouTube this morning. So, stations, can you give me an extra minute? Maybe, possibly, because I'm so far behind and everything. Like really far behind on stuff. Like I don't have my commercials or anything here because I've been working on getting on YouTube. So stations, give me an extra minute, please. Stations, an extra minute.
Good morning.
Morning, Shelby. I am having some issues with YouTube, so stay with me, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Should be here in about 60 seconds. Stand by. All right, stations, we should be able to go here at 7:07. No intro. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio Network Saturday edition, heard all across the Dakota Territory. Having a little issue with some of the whole interweb things here today, so I appreciate you hanging with me here on the stations. Appreciate you guys. My guest today is Shelby Armin out of Rapid City, South Dakota. Shelby, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Scott?
You know, technology is great when it works. It really is.
And that's the truth.
You know, and you speak about technology and in the hunting industry. Have you seen some of the thermal stuff that's been out there right now?
I've seen a little bit. I don't get too much into it, but I have seen it. Some of that stuff is crazier. I've heard even people using, all this really, if you want to get into like AI and stuff, people are using it like in tag systems, and some states have like blocked it or like made it illegal or something like that.
Some people are using AI for hunting?
It's something with the tag system.
Really?
But some states have made it illegal. Yeah, I can't speak too much about it, but I have heard about it. And there's a few states that, I think it's to do with some of those bigger draws, those more important draws or something like that. But yeah, it's crazy.
So they're getting an extra point maybe, or some extra system, or inside the systems do that.
They're using it somehow for their advantage, or I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure some people know about it, but
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's something along those lines where they, they can be faster or something like that. I'm not sure.
Well, I can see the the AI side of things. You see all these videos anymore. If you're on social media at all, it's hard to believe that anything that's on there right now.
You can the difference? What is fake? What's real?
Well, I mean, they're making up videos, they're making up things now, but I know there was legislation in both North and South Dakota last year that said that if it was AI generated, you had to make sure that it was noted on there, whether it was political generated or, I mean, half the stuff that you see on any kind of social media platform, you have to kind of question once in a while, right? I mean, you
Mm-hmm. For
don't know.
sure.
Yeah. All right, give us a year in review. How did Shelby Armin's hunting season go last year? Let's start out with antelope tag.
Antelope, I had tag soup.
You did?
I know. I'm usually every year is really good, and this year, yeah, it just didn't. Antelope didn't happen. Wyoming was a little bit tougher. Where I went with my dad. Connor did get one out there, but I think two out of the four of us, so Dad and I had tag soup, and then just the numbers, and they were very skittish where we went. It was tough, and I became spoiled hunting spot and stock now because my ability to stay in the blind for more than a few hours has gone down the drain.
You guys still hunt the same way? You sit in the blind for a long time? Is that the same that you've always done it? Yeah.
To get out, I can't do it. Just because now I spot and stock so much with Connor that I can't. So Dad tries to sit it out, but yeah, the numbers were it was tough in Wyoming. South Dakota, well, it didn't seem where we hunt.
You evidently didn't hunt in Harding County because taking a drive down Highway 85 south, there's plenty of antelope there.
Yeah, we didn't go up there.
Yeah.
No, we were just around here, and then I think we just got, I don't know what happened with us buying a house too. I was like still project mode. So, but antelope was tag soup. The one thing I did want to accomplish this year was I've never actually killed a mule deer with my bow. And so I did do that with Connor, and that was the greatest thing. I think I cried 3 times. I was so excited.
So did you do spot and stock on a mule deer, or did you wait in a blind?
It was spot and stock.
It was. Mm-hmm. That's exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It was crazy.
Yeah. You get into a certain point of blind hunting, I think. Eventually you're like, you know what? Let's see if we can put a spot and stock on. I was watching a couple of videos of some guys in a cornfield taking a big whitetail here lately. And I'm telling you, man, to spot and stock a whitetail is very impressive. And they got it done in a cornfield. And I mean, the wind was right and everything for them, but they got within 10 yards of sneaking up on this big old 170-inch whitetail. It was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen.
There's like the Milo is good,
Yeah.
You can if you get a good chilly windy day, you can get on things, because actually, the way I killed my mule deer, we knew where they were bedding, and it was like kind of in this sloughie cattail type thing, and so we were getting in there, and we actually bumped them before we could sat down. But I mean, it's crazy. You can get right into their bed sometimes if you got the right conditions.
So do you get the heart pumping when you pull your bow back? Do you ever get that you're shaking so much yet? Do you still get those issues? Or, I mean, I still get them.
I feel like I didn't have them when I was younger, and now it's gotten worse.
Get more shaky.
I'm like, what is happening?
Which I think is a good thing, though. That means you still care. I mean, you're still in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why I feel like I get more. And sometimes I'm like, okay, calm, breathe.
Wait till you get to the age where you got to start turning your bow down. That's gonna be a lot of fun then. So I mean, mule deer season, very successful. Did you have a rifle tag?
Yes, I did have a special buck West River tag.
You did.
Yep. So I did fill that tag too on a really awesome, like, big typical 8-pointer. It was very cool.
Nice. Now, I got a buddy of mine that he refuses to consider any of the brow tines points. So when he counts points, it's either like a 3x3 or a 4x4. that we would call a 5x5 or a 10-pointer. What do you call? I mean, you see this in different states. They don't say 10-pointer. It's like a 5x5.
Interesting. I don't know. I guess I've never known anybody that's never counted the brow tines.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I haven't.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting, different areas that you get into. There's no doubt about that. We'll see what the YouTube people are texting in here right now. Well, Shelby, we're up against our first break here. We're going to come back. We'll have more with Shelby Armand talking about kind of a year-end review, talk about what's happening in South Dakota. I'm looking up some of the mountain lion statistics right now since they're heavy into their season as well. More on the way as we get rolling here on Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition. I'm Scott Bachmeyer. Good to have you along here today. We'll continue our chat with Shelby right after these messages. Bowman Livestock Marketing, serving the tri-state area for all of your livestock marketing needs. Eastern Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota. You can be sure of great care for your cattle and top price at sale time. Call Austin Snook at 307-290-2161. That's 307-290-2161 for more information or just to talk cattle markets. You can also find them on Facebook and go to their website, bowmanlivestockmarketing.com. If longevity and trust is what you're looking for when you look for quality bulls, look no further than the 21 Angus Ranch. They've been in that exact business for over 32 years. Bulls born and raised at the ranch for longevity that are uniform and have deep-bodied genetics. The 21 Angus Ranch Top Cut Bull Sale is Saturday, January 31st. Join them at 1 o'clock Mountain Time at the ranch east of New England. For a catalog and videos, go to 21angus.com.
I'm Dale Falke with Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your trusted partner in ag lending. With our deep understanding and appreciation for the Western way of life, we proudly accept, respect, and promote the values that define our community. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or business owner, we are here to support your financial needs and help you thrive. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for all your banking needs.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Equal housing lender.
Join Piper's Auctioneers as we bring in the new year with dozens of land and equipment auctions across the upper Midwest, including complete farm and retirement auctions in Devils Lake and Rugby, North Dakota, featuring late model equipment and over 9,000 bales of hay. Piper's is offering over 2,000 acres of cropland in Benson, Grand Forks, Cass, Lemoore, and Wells counties, all in the month of January. For more information, details, and online bidding on dozens of land and equipment auctions throughout the region, log on to pipers.com.
Breeding Red Angus since 1988. The Schrieffer Red Angus annual production timed online sale is coming up on DV Auction January 26th through the 31st. Selling 45 coming 2-year-old virgin bulls with sires like Carhartt 218, Double Stack 2034, and Jumpstart J137. Offering 5 registered bred heifers and 90 head of top quality commercial open replacement heifers. For catalogs, videos, and pictures, go to SchrieferRedAngus.com.
This is Todd with Rounds Angus Union Center. We focus on raising bulls that are performance-driven, work hard, and stay fertile with minimal inputs. Bulls that will produce efficient, productive cows that are good mothers with strong calves that grow well on grass and perform in the feedlot. For catalog and videos, visit RoundsAngusRanch.com or call 605-347-0890. See you at the ranch January 24th, 1 o'clock for the Rounds Angus Bull Sale.
Cattlemen, want market-topping calves at sale time? You need predictable Charlet genetics from Sorority Charlet. Hi, this is Kaylee from Sorority Charlet Ranch. Our 43rd annual bull sale is January 23rd on the ranch west of Bowman. We've got 65 performance-tested yearling Charlet bulls, free delivery up to 300 miles, and we'll feed them free till April 1st. Follow us on Facebook and DV Auction. Sorority Charlet, January 23rd. Remember, bulls built to breed, picked to perform, backed by Sorority Charlet. We'll see you on sale day.
Western Frontier Insurance, agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or talking animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered with price in mind. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, Wilton, Bowman, and Hettinger. This portion of the program is brought to you by Freedom Repair. Whether it's a tractor, baler, your cutter, your combine, or air seeder, Freedom Repair comes to you and helps you get fixed up and back in the field. 19 plus years experience. Give Lucas Kelly a call at 701-440-1945. That's 701-440-1945. Freedom Repair, veteran owned and operated. Hi, everybody. This is Scott Bachmeyer. And besides being the host of Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio and also a rancher in the Badlands, I'm also an auctioneer. So if you're looking to auction off property, maybe you have farm equipment, a production sale coming up, even a benefit or a fundraiser, I'm the guy that can help you out. Maybe you're listening and you have your own auction company and you find yourself short of help sometimes. I can step up as an auctioneer or even help as a ringman. Give me a call, send me a message, 701-425-6651. That's 701-425-6651.
On that road, but don't you worry, one day I'll settle down. And when that time comes, I hope you're still around.
Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition continues on here. We have a lot of bull sales coming around the corner. You heard about the 21 Angus sale. That's coming up January 31st. Schriefer Red Angus, their online sale, January 26th to the 31st. Cerati Charlet is already next week here, the 23rd at the ranch here. We got Rounds Angus next Saturday. I'll be busting down there right after the radio program to head to Union Center, South Dakota. Wassom Red Angus is on February 19th. We got Smith Saddle Butte Ranch on February 16th. The Grit and Grace bull sale in Bowman, that's going to be part of the Duckwitz and Spring Angus. That's February 20th. Sorensen Ranch is going to be in Sydney on March 4th, and the DK Red Angus sale March 7th in Sydney as well. So a lot of things going on the bull sale side. And coyote tournaments this weekend. The Prairie Riders Coyote Hunt is going on today out in Hannaford. And the 5th annual Critter Hunt for the American Legion Post 14 out of Wessington Springs, South Dakota is also going on this weekend as well. So next weekend, we're going to have the Ludlow Coyote Calling Contest and a few others. So get ready to go coyote hunting. Shelby Armin is my guest here this morning, talking about a kind of a year in review for her. And I got a message here. It says from One Shot Cap says, Shelby, did you get your Black Hills cow elk?
Nope.
What?
It was tough. I felt like we were hunting like cats because we got on 21 bulls, but never saw a cow elk.
Maybe I should.
Yeah,
I got like 133 that I can chase your way.
Oh man, yeah. 'Cause I had H2I tag, I believe. So it's like in the hills.
Okay.
And it was, H2 is big, but it was like one of the smaller, but still, decent size. But we, got on tracks, we're tracking. And then it was cool because we got, that adrenaline's going. And then all of a sudden it's just like we ran into a herd of, satellite bulls, little spots. But it was really cool because we got like sub 50 yards from them. But yeah, no cow.
No cow. No, I was telling you during the break, I helped a couple guys get their one guy, 81 years old, got him on a cow elk. You know how stressful that is when you get the call and say, can you help? I'm like, well, so we got a lot of cow elk that winter in the winter pasture over here for the cows. And how do you get an 81-year-old close enough, right?
Yeah.
And by God, it couldn't have worked out any better. It just one of those days where everything just aligned. And but yeah, that's the numbers are definitely increasing here. I don't know, what are you seeing number wise in South Dakota, especially in the Black Hills region? Are the numbers up in the elk and the deer down? How's it looking your way?
I just because I don't hunt them too much, but there's a group of guys out here that do a lot, and I think it sounds pretty good. I don't want to speak out of term, but the boys all had, Connor's dad, Connor, and his brother all drew Black Hills tags. So, and they all filled. So it was good for them. So they were seeing them.
Yeah.
So they had a good they had a good elk year.
Are you actually in like the deep part of the hills or more on the prairie side of things when the guys are hunting?
It just depends. Connor's was in the hills. his unit, and then Brad's and Caden's were more on the kind of Prairie Hill side,
Yeah.
you know,
'Cause
like
they got a few
okay.
different units down there than like the unit I'm in, the E3. It's a giant unit. It takes up most of the southwestern corner of North Dakota. And I mean,
Yeah.
it's a giant unit out here. So it's interesting to see the differences between North and South Dakota. And so no antelope, no elk, but 2 deer.
Yep.
Mountain lion?
Not yet. Yeah, we haven't had.
Wow, come on.
No, I'm sure everybody knows this year's been weird, but it looks like I just looked up the stats here this morning. There has been, because sometimes the northern hills will get snow and no one else will.
Right.
But I'm not exact. Yeah, most of them. Looks like there's been 5 cats killed in Lawrence County and Meade County, and a couple in Custer.
Yeah. Well, Lawrence County seems to always bring in quite a few. I mean, that's the bulk of the hills, right? I mean, you don't, no doubt about that. But I'm looking at the same one. A couple older cats too. You see, there's 3 of the 5.5-year-old cats, 1 4.5, and you don't see that usually starting out the year. Usually, you see the young ones getting taken right away. But see a 5-year-old cat, that means there's some cats in the country. But you're right. I mean, I spent the whole week during New Year's down there. And trying to work with a guy who's trying to teach me some things and showing me how to do some cat hunting. And it was without snow, it's nearly impossible.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you could do some dry sets, you know, some where if you know that they've been there. You know?
Yeah. No, it was really, really tough. But I mean, you also said too, though, I mean, the hills are different. You get around that Deadwood Lead, Spearfish area, Spearfish Canyon, it kind of produces its own weather. And you can have snow one day and the 2 days later it's completely clear.
Yep.
And
yeah, that northern hills always seems to get like pelted a little bit more. Like we'll be okay down here, and then they'll just be getting hammered with the snow.
Yeah. And even down by Custer, you get different weather down that area than you do in the Deadwood Lead area too. Now,
yeah, I've moved through there. Interesting. Like one time when I was living up in Hill City with Connor's folks, we at their house, and their house is kind of around like kind of closer to Mount Rushmore and whatnot. And then in Hill City, it was like a blizzard. They had so much snow, and at their house it was just a dusting. Like, and it was, you know, it's 10 minutes away. It's just crazy how that weather moves through there and can be spotty in areas.
I think I also seen somewhere that the Black Hills of South Dakota has the highest chance of hail in the summertime than any other place in the nation.
Yeah, that is one thing I had to get used to when I moved here. Every time we got a storm, it was hailing. I was like, is this normal?
You just put the insurance on the vehicle and let it rip.
Oh, yeah, we got good insurance. I'm like, yeah, I live in South Dakota now, and the hail is apparently a big problem.
Yeah.
More so that like Piedmont, Blackhawk, Somerset area, and Sturgis get pelted real bad with the hail for some reason.
That's why either you still put insurance on, or you just drive a car that looks like a golf ball and deal with it.
That would be Connor.
Yeah. That's it. So I get a text. It says it's tough to hunt cats without snow for sure. Our friend Gary Gruber was really good at taking lions in that Custer area every year. Do you know Gary Gruber by any chance?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guaranteeing probably one of these 5 cats in South Dakota that have been taken is probably one of his. It's just you see these guys, like these old school dudes, right? That they're just so good at going after the predators. And when it comes to mountain lion hunting, especially if you don't have a dog, and I'm not sure what's South Dakota's rule. Do you know? Can you use dogs down there?
You have to draw it.
Okay.
You have to draw the tag for that. But I want to say they changed something this year for that. I want to look it up before I say, but something to do with like now you can go in on boot, and where they used to be only dogs. But
Okay.
you know,
Okay. So there's
but I can't.
probably
don't
some
know for
certain
sure.
areas where you can use dogs and not. I know in North Dakota, there's certain times of the year you can and can't. And
Yep.
boy, I tell you, When it snows like today, I'm looking out the windows here of the studio. We got a fresh dusting of snow. It's not deep enough, but you want to talk about going out and finding coyote tracks or any kind of tracks. Fresh snow is how to do it. And if you have dogs that know how to track them down, I think that's still the best way to go after. Saves you a lot of time. You got to huff a little bit and huff and puff a little bit to keep up, but man, it's the way to go.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, if you're going to get her done, that would be your highest success rate for sure.
So we got a couple of other comments coming in here, Shelby, but we're up against the half-hour break here, and then we'll come back in the second half of the program. We got 20-plus straight minutes that we're going to be discussing, so keep with me here. Shelby Arman's my guest here on I don't know, it's a pretty darn chilly morning here. Our wind chill here at the ranch is about 25 below zero. We'll see across the entire country. I think everybody was affected by the wind here. We'll have more coming up on the program, Dakota Prairie Outdoors, right after these messages. Bowman Livestock Marketing, serving the tri-state area for all of your livestock marketing needs. Eastern Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota. You can be sure of great care for your cattle and top price at sale time. Call Austin Snook at 307-290-2161. That's 307-290-2161 for more information or just to talk cattle markets. You can also find them on Facebook and go to their website, BowmanLivestockMarketing.com. If longevity and trust is what you're looking for when you look for quality bulls, look no further than the 21 Angus Ranch. They've been in that exact business for over 32 years. Bulls born and raised at the ranch for longevity that are uniform and have deep body genetics. The 21 Angus Ranch Top Cut Bull Sale is Saturday, January 31st. Join them at 1 o'clock Mountain Time at the ranch east of New England. For a catalog and videos, go to 21angus.com.
I'm Dale Falke with Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your trusted partner in ag lending. With our deep understanding and appreciation for the Western way of life, we proudly accept, respect, and promote the values that define our community. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or business owner, we are here to support your financial needs and help you thrive. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for all your banking needs.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Equal housing lender.
Join Piper's Auctioneers as we bring in the new year with dozens of land and equipment auctions across the upper Midwest, including complete farm and retirement auctions in Devils Lake and Rugby, North Dakota, featuring late model equipment and over 9,000 bales of hay. Piper's is offering over 2,000 acres of cropland in Benson, Grand Forks, Cass, Lemoore, and Wells counties, all in the month of January. For more information, details, and online bidding on dozens of land and equipment auctions throughout the region, log on to pipers.com.
Breeding Red Angus since 1988. The Schrieffer Red Angus annual production timed online sale is coming up on DV Auction January 26th through the 31st. Selling 45 coming 2-year-old virgin bulls with sires like Carhartt 218, Double Stack 2034, and Jumpstart J137. Offering 5 registered bred heifers and 90 head of top quality commercial open replacement heifers. For catalogs, videos, and pictures, go to SchrieferRedAngus.com.
This is Todd with Rounds Angus Union Center. We focus on raising bulls that are performance-driven, work hard, and stay fertile with minimal inputs. Bulls that will produce efficient, productive cows that are good mothers with strong calves that grow well on grass and perform in the feedlot. For catalog and videos, visit RoundsAngusRanch.com or call 605-347-0890. See you at the ranch January 24th, 1 o'clock for the Rounds Angus Bull Sale.
Cattlemen, want market-topping calves at sale time? You need predictable Charlet genetics from Sorority Charlet. Hi, this is Kaylee from Sorority Charlet Ranch. Our 43rd annual bull sale is January 23rd on the ranch west of Bowman. We've got 65 performance-tested yearling Charlet bulls, free delivery up to 300 miles, and we'll feed them free till April 1st. Follow us on Facebook and DV Auction. Sorority Charlet, January 23rd. Remember, bulls built to breed, picked to perform, backed by Sorority Charlet. We'll see you on sale day.
Western Frontier Insurance, agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or talking animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered with price in mind. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, Wilton, Bowman, and Hettinger. This portion of the program is brought to you by Freedom Repair. Whether it's a tractor, baler, your cutter, your combine, or air seeder, Freedom Repair comes to you and helps you get fixed up and back in the field. 19 plus years experience. Give Lucas Kelly a call at 701-440-1945. That's 701-440-1945. Freedom Repair, veteran owned and operated. Hi, everybody. This is Scott Bachmeyer. And besides being the host of Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio and also a rancher in the Badlands, I'm also an auctioneer. So if you're looking to auction off property, maybe you have farm equipment, a production sale coming up, even a benefit or a fundraiser, I'm the guy that can help you out. Maybe you're listening and you have your own auction company and you find yourself short of help sometimes. I can step up as an auctioneer or even help as a ringman. Give me a call, send me a message, 701-425-6651. That's 701-425-6651.
On that road, but don't you worry, one day I'll settle down. And when that time comes, I hope you're still around. I hope you're still around.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition. Good to have you along here today. And a pretty chilly one here at the ranch today. But, that wind has just affected a lot of people here. Shelby, did you get the wind in the Rapid City area too? Hold on here. I got Shelby on the wrong list here. There you are. There we go, Shelby. Now I got you. I put you on hold instead of actually putting you in there. All right. Did you get the wind as well?
Yeah, we got the wind. And yesterday, last I checked, it was midday, but we're downtown Rapid City had clocked 84 miles an hour.
84. Good grief.
And it could have gone up from that. And then that few weeks ago or a month ago, I can't remember now. But that first terrible windstorm we got, that some spots in Rapid clocked like 101.
Yeah. And
it ripped out tons of pine trees, like destroyed some people's houses, like campers broken. Everybody's belongings in their yard were in the neighbors.
I don't know why anybody owns a trampoline anymore, because it's going to hit to your neighbors eventually someday.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt.
So I got a text message that says, are mountain lions pretty good table eating?
Oh, gosh. You know what? The banquet they have every year, they do have it. We haven't made it at home yet, but I have heard people like it.
So another question comes in, says, what happens when you get a mountain lion? I know North Dakota, if you get one, you have to contact one of the game and fish people right away within, I think, 24 or 48 hours. And they take it. I believe they skin it. They take it and they do all their studies that they need to, and they'll take the hide to whatever taxidermist you want. How do they handle that in South Dakota?
South Dakota, I mean, I've never killed a cat, but from what the boys have said,
yeah,
you have to check it in right away, within 24 hours, I believe. And then I don't know if they take a tooth. They do something where they tell you the age, and the sex and whatnot. But I think you take it to your taxidermist, and so they don't take it. You just got to check it in so they can weigh it, give the age, sex, so they keep track. Because once they hit that 40 females, they'll shut her down.
Yeah. I think you're right in North Dakota too. I think I'm not sure they used to take it to taxidermists, but maybe you're in charge of that now. But when my whole thing is, I would like to save the meat, and I'm kind of picky about that. I want it cooled down quickly. I want it skinned out. I want it quartered out. I want it hanging. I want it ready to go. I wonder if that takes away from the taste of it a little bit when you have to take it and they're doing all their studies with it and they're doing the skinning or however it works. I wonder if that takes away any of that off of that taste. What do you think
Yeah,
on that? I
it's
mean,
weird.
you've been there. I mean, if you're going to have a pronghorn antelope, get it cooled down quickly, get it in the cooler as fast as you can, because the longer you sit out in the heat, it's just going to get spoiled, right? And I wonder if that's
Mhm.
why, maybe that's why, because I have mountain lion at like 3 different banquets I go to, and I just wonder, it's never really that great. I wonder if that's the reason.
Yeah, I usually think South Dakota's pretty quick about it, but it just depends, because if you're way up there, yeah, it could be very, because right away, usually when you kill something, we quarter it out right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, it's a little bit different. So it definitely probably does make a difference.
So you were telling me during the break, the Black Hills Mountain Lion, what was it? Banquet
Yep.
in Hill City.
Yep. The Black Hills Mountain Lion Banquet this year. I think it's the 12th one. They called it the Cougar Classic. It's February 28th, and it's at that Double Diamond D wedding venue at Three Forks, if people know the Hill City area, right outside Hill City. And usually they do a good job every year. Last year was really great. It was at that venue, and it was they always have good food, and they had a biologist come in last year and kind of talk about what they do in the off season with, tagging cats and whatnot to get studies on them, and how they will like tranquilize them, and then they have like a big net that they fall into. It was pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been to any one of the mountain lion banquets or anything, but this one, if it works out that I don't have a bull sale going on in that day, it looks like I'm going to head down to Hill City.
Yeah,
That'd be a lot. Yeah. There we got the biggest mountain lion and the biggest female, and they got prizes for all that. Oh, I'll be darned. That's a great idea.
I think they're doing buckles this year.
They do?
Biggest
Yep.
female and biggest male.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Doors open at 5. I'm telling you, I'm a big banquet person. It'd be fun to finally go to a banquet where I'm not doing either the emceeing or auctioneering. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's year one.
Actually sit back, relax. Maybe I can grab your dad and we could head down there together.
Oh yeah, he was talking about it. He'd love to tag along.
Yeah, that'd be good stuff. It's rare to get him out of his element at his place because he enjoys going down to the ranch so much. It'd be fun to get him out there and have a little fun down in the hills together.
Oh yeah, he was all stressed out because the weather just hasn't been what it is. And North Dakota's still cold, like 30 degrees, but not like it usually is. So the deer movement at the end of the year was tough, but now that hunting season's over, he's like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Just sit back, relax, get ready for the next season.
No.
So as a girl going out into the hunting world, I think I asked you this last time you were on. Are they making better clothing for girls now than what they used to? Because it seemed like a lot of the girls would just get smaller guy sizes back in the day. Are they actually making women specific now?
Yeah, they are. They're doing a lot better job with that. There's more women's lines, or more women-focused lines, I should say.
Seems a big thing, especially in the southern states. I was watching a couple of television programs, and I'm not going to say which ones they are, but the ladies in the outdoors seem to be very, very popular now. And have you seen that over the years, helping your dad out?
Yeah, I have seen it. There's some definitely I see like on Instagram and stuff, and I have to scroll a long ways before I find something that they actually kill. But I think a lot of it's become a social media thing, and sometimes I'm just like, what? Like, I want to see a harvest here. Like, it'll be a few ducks here and there, something like that. Not even on the duck hunting world, but I'm not a big bird hunter. But yeah, it seems like that's I don't know.
So let me ask you this. So it's been predominantly a male-driven industry for many, many years. And then you start seeing people coming in that I'm not sure if they're good hunters or not, but when they start bringing in some of the gals, I started seeing them when they first started to where they are now. And it seems like the gals are trying to make themselves prettier and prettier to be able to keep the ratings up. Am I saying that right? Or is that just way too sexist to say in the hunting industry? Because I can name 5 gals right now that I know went through some body changes for different approaches on the television side. Are you seeing that same thing, or am I way out in left field here?
No, I see it too.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
I'm trying to be nice about it because I understand why. I mean, ratings are ratings, right? I mean, you go down to the ATA show or any of those kind of shows. I mean, that's a big deal to get these big sponsors. And just wondering, I mean, your take on it, because you were helping your dad and you're on television a few times. And what's your take on the whole trying to pretty it up a little bit too much, maybe?
yeah. I think at the end of the, like, I don't know. I just feel like God made us a certain way, and you can tell when you're, trying too hard,
That's a
when
good
you're
way of
all,
saying it. Yes.
when you're trying too hard and you're all makeuped up, but you're out hunting. Like I get some people, and where the ground blind, it's a little bit easier. But when you're spotting and talking, like I look like sugar at the end of it. You know what I mean? Like if you're really out there going, like you are not going to be looking like I am plenty. Like I think my rifle deer this year, I killed. I think I probably had a really cold stick of mascara in Connor's pickup, and I just put it on so I didn't look like a little boy. But other than that, like I'm not putting on the foundation and whatnot. But I was like, oh my goodness, I look like I just
you know how scared I was, Shelby, when you said I look like a pile of, and you went sugar. And
Yep.
I would, my heart beat a little bit because of the radio stations. We don't have the delete or the beep button like the old school. we don't have scared that guy.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah. But I understand, if you're on the video side of things, you want to look as best you can. Even the guys try to look a little bit better. I mean, I hope so. Right? They don't want to just look. What was that? I'm not going to name the show, but the guy had like one eye. He had an eye patch, and he was just like so redneck going after things. And then he got himself in a whole lot of trouble because of the way that he went after certain things. It was not illegal. It was just looked down upon, and his show got canceled immediately. And this guy said, keep it real and I'll watch 100%. So I think that's the biggest thing is keep it real.
Yeah, I feel like that's also kind of like a bigger movement, like especially kind of what the boys do. Everything's like pretty raw, fast run and gun. And I think a lot of people, especially with this, like, next generation, they just want to, see it how it is and whatnot. But there's still that TV side too and whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, I just see a lot of, I don't know, trying too hard. I don't know. Just go out and be you. That's the best version, is just being you.
Exactly. Yeah. Clay call or text in. He says, I'm with Shelby. Just want to see a good hunt, fill the tag, and have a good time. Goes for the guys too. Less talking, more hunting. That's why he likes Tim Wells. And I guess I haven't seen the Tim Wells side of things. Now, I'm supposed to ask you, would you rather kill a 180-inch mule deer or be the most popular girl in the hunting industry on Instagram? Guess who?
The mule deer.
Guess who asked that question?
Oh, who? My dad?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah. Give me the 180-inch mule deer.
Any day over the most popular on Instagram?
Yeah, I just have never been, Dad was like, you could do something maybe on social media. And I just cannot be out there like, hey guys, I woke up this morning to have a cup of coffee with me. Let's go shoot my bow. Like, I just feel like that takes out of your actual life. Yeah. I don't know. Kudos to the people that do it, I guess, because you got to make a living sometimes. And that's how some people do it. But I, for one, and I know Connor, it's like, I don't want to document anything. Sometimes I will. Like, I don't really post much unless I kill something on social media. But yeah,
it's like a necessary evil social media has become anymore.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just like you see these people, and I'm like, you documented your whole day. Like, how was your day actually?
Yeah.
And
I think I've talked to your dad about this many times too, is what actually sells, what makes people come in. And I think that depends on the person, because I would rather watch. I know I got out of watching the national TV shows years ago because there was somebody that was in a blind hunting and some cows walked across right in front of him, grazing on some of these food plots or whatever. And he just went off on these cows like, I hate cows. I hate people that have cows. They ruin my hunt. And I was like, well, you're done.
Yeah.
You look terrible.
Canceled.
Right. I'm done with you. So I just lost my flavor on that whole thing. And, of course, having some of these national guys come out and we do TV shows out here too. It's sometimes you just lose it unless they're actually just real about it. And there's still some of those real shows out there that do a nice thing. The Ranch America show on the national side does a nice job portraying different things that happens, as the landowner side of things. But you get these other ones, it's like they're almost like they're growing their deer just so they have something to shoot on TV. And they never show the bad things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just not authentic.
Yeah. So it's not always fun and games sometimes. It's how come never there's not a show that shows you getting in an argument with a game warden?
I know, right?
I don't understand that one. I think I seen one of them do that, but it was kind of a spoof. But you never see any of the advisory meetings or the going to the legislature and seeing what actually is happening in the game and fish and the side of things that manages the wildlife out here. I want to see that too. That would be maybe that's a show. I see that, like, what is it? Alaska Wardens or something. That's a different way, different approach on it, I guess. But I'd like to see the hunting industry side of that too.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess I use my channel to prove that I did the job right. Documentary is very useful at times on that. So I do agree with that. Right. I think that's different than a TV show.
Yeah.
Right. I think like if you have a YouTube channel or any kind of social media channel, I'll watch those probably way ahead of any national television TV shows.
Yeah, there's just so many out there on the national. Like, if you've got a deep pocket, like, you can pretty much have a TV show. There's just thousands.
You have to have deep pockets to do that, though, huh?
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I assume, because, these random, I don't want to say wannabes, but you know what I mean? Like, everybody wants to be, the next Jim Shockey or something like that, and it's just tough, especially now because there's so many out there, and then you lose that authenticity.
Seems like,
get that many.
And everybody's going after the same sponsors. It's like just a struggle to try to get everybody's going after the big boys. And
I'm curious what happens this year, because it's like, so, these bigger companies in the industry, all these, single, name brands are being bought up by one big company. Like, so then it's like, okay, you're sponsored by this guy, but then now they're bought out by, Big Bobby, the Big Bobby company, whatever, and then, now it's like, you got to work with them since, all these little companies are just getting sucked up into one big company.
I think Remington is one of those.
Pardon?
I think Remington is one of those companies because Remington bought out, I think it's like 12 other companies. And they own a lot of different outdoors type of marketing right now.
Same with, I think it's GSM or GSN. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
They bought out a lot of companies.
But you see the same type of sponsors on almost all those national shows. And I guess it must be working for them. Otherwise, why would they sponsor, right? It must be a good thing for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think when people, have been with the company a long time, that shows too. Yeah. That they have a relationship, they built something, not when you're just jumping ship. And
so how does it work when you have a YouTube channel? How do you make any type of money, or is that profitable or not? Or is that just something you just want to document and say, this is what I'm doing out here, and that's what is it profitable
I think
at
you
all?
gotta have a lot of followers.
Okay.
To be getting paid I want to say, I don't know, or a lot of views on something to get paid by YouTube. But I think it's kind of tough.
I think you got to have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From there, I think you make most of your money on your sponsors.
Yeah. This guy just texted in. He says, Primos, that used to be good calls and everything. It's like what happened. Always had such good stuff after they got bought up. Can't even find half of their stuff anymore. And same thing with Ice Armor gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Best gloves I've ever had in my life, and you can't find them anywhere. They got bought up by another company too. And it's almost like some of these companies are jealous that a smaller company has better things. So the big company buys them out and then they do away with it. It's like they're jealous
I
of
know.
everything. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you what, Shelby, we are up against the end already. So if I know your boyfriend's got a YouTube channel, you can tell us what that is, because you are part of that channel as well sometimes too. What is that?
That is just Brockhouse Outdoors, I believe, on YouTube.
Okay.
Or just Brockhouse on YouTube.
Did he finally pop the question yet?
Nope.
Oh, darn it. We'll get on him. Stay with me. we'll
Everybody go around.
we'll do the after show here in a little bit. Stay with me. Thanks, Shelby, for coming on the program here on a Saturday. Eat some meat, drink some milk, and wear fur and wool. We'll see you at the next banquet here around the both North and South Dakota. We'll be around there. Have yourself a great weekend. Stay warm. Stay out of the wind. All right, we'll give the stations a little bit here. They can clear us out.
Oh yeah, the boys have 3.5 thousand followers on YouTube. Again,
So
ish. Not good.
3,500 followers. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. I've been doing this show on YouTube now for ever, and I think I got like 50 followers. So
No, it's tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
some of their videos get more than others. Just when people are researching, TAC has also helped a lot. Getting their name out there.
Yeah.
Just because it's like a bunch of hunters that go to all these events, and the boys work the events. So they find out who they are.
So I was watching some social media clips the other day, reels or whatever they call them. And one thing I found interesting was how much money some of these young gals are making on social media. It is unfreaking believable. I mean, they're making millions of dollars. Now, they might be exploiting their bodies a little bit to do this. I don't know. But is there really that much money in it? Is this? I mean, I
haven't seen it, but personally, but I guess it can be. I got a friend, I think one time I was asking her and she was like, oh yeah, it'll be 10 grand or $5 grand for a post. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
That seems bananas.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to be that person to, I don't know. You got to have a little bit of secrecy, not decency. What's the word I'm looking for? Like humility, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess there's a different industry out there. It's crazy because you look at, did you have a job going through high school at all, doing anything?
No, I didn't. I worked fireworks in the summer. My parents didn't want it. We played sports, so it was tough to have a job.
But at least you had somewhat of a job. Some of these gals in high school, they don't ever have to work very out in the working industry anymore. They're doing social media. They're making so much money. By the time they're 25 to 28 years old, they can almost retire with what they made off of social media. It's crazy.
I know. It's crazy. Sometimes I'm like, oh, should I give it a whirl out there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, man.
It's crazy how that.
It'd be a lot of commitment. You got to be doing it every day to be putting content out there.
Yeah. That's the thing. And it's got to be a lot. And people all have to watch it and like it. And before you get paid on the whole thing. And I don't know.
Yeah, I see girls, like I've seen a couple girls grow, like I remember when you've probably heard of her, Danielle Halverson.
I have not.
Well, she's one of my friends, but I remember when she was like just small and she just kept posting and posting and finally blew up one day. Got enough, like put out the right video. Like I had one video, it was with my dad. We were in the Ranger at the ranch and it was so stupid. Like I was taking a video selfie with dad and I laughed and then it was something to do with Big and J or something. And I got like 1 million views on it.
Really?
I was like, why? Yeah, it's just weird. And
Yeah,
I
okay.
wasn't even posting a lot.
So I looked up Danielle Halverson here. Yeah, pops right up.
Yeah, she is, that's what she just does. She just runs around, goes to Texas. I got along with her. I've met her in person, hung out with her. She came out here one time a few years ago. I haven't seen her in a while, but yeah, she's a little spitfire.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do to make money on this. Eric says even the car stuff is charging $4.99 a month. And you get 10,000 or 100,000 followers. It's a lot of money. I suppose he's a big race car guy. Another text comes in, says YouTube is tough to make money on. We are monetized on hours, but don't make a bunch. My son has a channel and is making $500 to $1,000 a month. I don't get it. His video he makes here, but he has a ton of subscribers, makes some good extra money. Wow. Unbelievable. I didn't know you could get that much extra income coming in. Crazy.
I know. Yeah, but these companies sign contracts and it's just, yeah. I mean, I don't do the TikTok thing either. And a lot of people, that's the thing is
That's
the TikTok.
a huge one. Yeah. Yeah.
But I do not, I don't post, I have an account on TikTok and I use it for, home projects. So I'll just look up like my thing now. I've been looking up because I have found some useful things like these like landscaping tips because we're doing landscaping. Like there's a mulch spray that sticks all your mulching together. Like what?
Yep. Yep. There, like I said, there is good points to some of the social media stuff. So hold on here, Shelby. We're gonna stay with me here. We're gonna stop YouTube because I got a couple private questions I have to ask you. So YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in here today. Appreciate it. We're gonna let you go, and let's get out of here.